Yo, what is up? So, I was asked to look at Star Wars Outlaws, and I did find a bit of time today. So, this is FSR 3, and we're looking at ground quality. And as you can see, there is shimmering on the ground in the light. So, it was very dark, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a look at this because I do remember playing this game. It's a game I need to get back to, but I did notice on FSR 3 that was a weakness, and you can see it sort of shimmering up there. And it was quite off-putting before, so I literally just dropped the game until FSR 4 come into the game, and we did wait quite a while, and OptiScaler actually was causing some crashes at the time, so it was a bit annoying, but obviously we have got FSR 4 support now, native support, with 4.0.1. So we're going to have a look at that after this. But as you can see, it doesn't look good at all on FSR 3. So these are the two spots I'm looking at, and you can just see it break up. So up next we have the official Adrenalin support. As you can see there, it's active 4.0.1. So we're looking at the ground again, the same spots as we did with FSR 3. I was interested to see if it did actually completely clear up. It did a little bit. It was a lot better than FSR 3, but it was still there. So it sort of happened and then it quickly resolved itself. So it wasn't as bad, it wasn't as drastic. So it was an improvement. Definitely an improvement, but it just didn't completely resolve itself. It wasn't perfect. So I remember the issues before, and I have compared it to DLSS and all that, so I know what to look for really. So this is actually the first time I've had a look at this game actually since Ubisoft or AMD give us the native support. They must have literally done it together, but yeah, I mean, definitely. Yeah, well, that's all I can say really. It was an improvement, but it's definitely still there. So it just didn't sort of clear it up totally. And given it's very dark in this part, I do test another area once I've done the ground quality. So at the moment we're just looking at ground quality because there is actually a day and night cycle on here. So you can't literally muck about for too long. But I did just manage to do it actually with testing FSR 4.0.2. Although I'm not going to lie, it was definitely a close one because the sun was literally rising. But I managed to have a quick look, and yeah, from what I saw, definitely, literally, it was literally resolving everything FSR 4.0.2, and it literally cleared everything up. So it was very tight, but I just about managed to see that all the ground was literally resolving itself, pretty much like DLSS 4 was the last time I checked that. So that was brilliant. So there's been a 100% improvement there. If you're looking at the ground quality, so all the texture is literally intact. There is nothing breaking up at all now. And as you can see now, it's literally the sun's literally coming up. So I couldn't test it anymore, but I saw enough. I literally saw that it had resolved itself. So that was quite lucky that I just did it in time. So the next thing we'll be looking at after this is I'm going to go to another part of the game, and we're going to test vegetation, like looking at the grass quality and all that. Also hair quality. So what we're going to do is actually test the latest version of FSR 4 first, 4.0.2, because I couldn't wait to have a look at it. And another reason why is I thought, well, if I look at FSR 4.0.2 first, I would notice a loss of image quality, like in the hair and the grass and whatever, because usually when I see something better, I'll notice it straight away when I go back to something worse. So I wasn't sure if there was going to be a big difference at all. So if I'm looking at this, yeah, definitely I was very, very impressed with the grass It was really detailed, but there was no shimmer, there was no grain, like there's nothing wrong with it, and I was quite impressed with how it was in motion as well. When I'm just panning the camera, I'm walking about. So it's obviously getting brighter now, so I can actually see the hair quality as well. So I'll just have a walk around just until the daytime is a bit brighter, and to have a look at the hair. And I did really find that, because that was another issue in this game as well on AMD with the hair quality, and I did have a look at it on NVIDIA as well, and it did definitely look better on NVIDIA. But there is definitely, if there is a weakness in this game, it's the hair quality of my character K. But it looks really good actually. So yeah, I'm definitely impressed with how FSR 4.0.2 is doing, and it just looks like everything about my character. There is a enhanced fidelity. So I was very impressed. Like it is actually, now everything is looking better with the upscaling on this game. It is quite a beautiful game, this. And I actually really feel like playing it now, because I haven't completed it still. But I do actually, after having a look at this, I do feel like getting back to it. So yeah, the grass quality is really good. I mean, I did pan the camera a lot. I couldn't find any faults with it. The hair quality, there's not really any fizzle at all on the hair quality anymore. I literally think that is the best you're going to get on this game, to be honest, because I've seen other games with a better hair quality, because it was awful actually at launch, this game with hair quality, and I would know that more than anyone because it's something I always look for. So obviously the next test is the Adrenalin app support for FSR 4.0.1, and so what I will say is it looks good, definitely looks good, but it's not as good as FSR 4.0.2, because I did notice straight away, if I'm looking at the grass, there is a loss of quality. So when I'm panning the camera, it is just a bit more grainy. So it is a bit, not pixelated, but it's like a bit sort of shimmery slightly, although it isn't bad at all, but it's just definitely not as good as FSR 4.0.2. So I did notice that straight away. So it didn't take me long. I literally thought, yeah, I definitely prefer the latest version of FSR 4. So now I definitely would have to use OptiScaler now on this game if I wanted to play it. So it's just basically it's more of a blur. When you're looking at the grass, it's just more blurry, and I'll be honest, it looks more like, all that doesn't look as bad, but it actually it's a bit of a grainy look at times, although it's nothing as bad as NVIDIA's implementation in Mafia Ode Country or Echoes of the End. So I'd say it is definitely good. It's good, but it's just not as good as the latest file of FSR 4. And so I did also have a look at the hair quality as well. And I think I'm coming up to that part, because obviously I'm talking over it. But I do have a look at it near the end, and I did notice a loss in quality. There is more fizzle around the edge of K's head with the hair quality, although it's definitely better than FSR 3, and it does look good, but it's actually not totally to my higher standards. I would have to say FSR 4.0.2 does a much better job. So FSR 4.0.2 on this game is fantastic. So I would recommend, if you like me, if you like image quality, use OptiScaler to update it to the very latest version of FSR 4, and you can actually use 2 at the end of the install with OptiScaler, so you can do it over the FSR presets and it don't crash anymore. So I was a bit worried about that. I was thinking, oh, is this going to crash? But it works really well now. So the OptiScaler people have done a really good job on this, making it work better. And probably the update helped as well with Ubisoft, because I had a feeling they was locking AMD out before. So yeah, my overall conclusion is FSR 4.0.2 is obviously better. I mean, the ground quality is literally perfect now. Hair quality is better and vegetation is better. So it's winning on all three fronts really. So yeah, I'm very, very impressed with that. I actually was thinking maybe it's not going to be that big of a difference, but it turned out it was. So I thought I'd do the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.